Friends.
Wake up, everybody.
Welcome to Breakfast with Friends.
It is midweek moment, and this morning, what kind of just stood out for me was the whole "your praise is a weapon," with Paul and Silas. I absolutely love that story because how often are we faced with situations, and let's face it. I don't think singing is the first thing that comes to mind. I mean, you're in a situation or you're thrown in prison. Are you really going to sing? I don't think so, right? Just being just like being real right now. And a lot of times, I know when we face a situation, or at least when I do, we always just complain, right? We complain about the situation and we talk about how terrible it is and what's going on. And maybe if you're like me, I love full stories. Like, do not edit a story to me ever. I mean, well, Jonathan knows, whenever we chat, I'm like, whoa, whoa, hold up. Like, just rewind. Where were you? What were you doing? Like, I want the whole picture. So that's when I tell a story as well. I tell the full story. And when I complain, it's like you're going to hear the full complaint from what I was wearing to where I went, the whole story.
True story.
Exactly. And that really is how we all are. We complain about the situation and we go on and on and on about it. But imagine being thrown in prison, like Paul and Silas were. They were thrown in prison. They were innocent, but they were in this real state, this real place of what's going to happen next. But what did they do? They started praising and worshiping God. I mean, that's really something that we don't go to immediately. We always, like I said, we complain about the situation. And as we know, while they were in prison, while they were praising God, they were chained, right? They had absolutely no way to go. But at that point, at that moment, they turned to God and started praising. I love that because at that moment, they chose to turn their attention away from their current situation and rather focus on God. Because when we praise God, we shift our focus on Him and away from us and from what we're currently experiencing. And as we know in the story, that the chains broke, the prison doors opened, and they were free. And of course, it goes further about how families were saved. But it's so beautiful because in today's life, we may not physically be in a prison, right? But our minds are in a prison. We become trapped in our thoughts, in our thought lives. And, while being in that state, it's so often that we can so easily just get caught in that. But that's the point or the time where we need to choose to praise God. And I absolutely love the track from Brandon Lake. And I'm going to just read the lyrics to you because I think it is so on point. And it says, sometimes you got to dance through the darkness, sing through the fire, praise when it don't make sense. Sometimes you got to stare down the giant, worship from the lion's den. Sometimes you got to shout it from the mountain, louder in the valley, trusting that it's going to get you there. Sometimes you're going to welcome the wonder, wait for the answer and worship with your hands in the air. And the chorus goes, I'll praise you anyway. Praise, give him praise, give him praise. In the highest grace, give him praise, give him praise. In my highest, because he is worthy. Yes, he is worthy of all the praise. And the next part that I love is sometimes you're going to praise in the prison. Cry out to heaven, shout till the doors swing wide. Sometimes you got to stand on your shackles, brave in the battle, worship with your hands held high. But faithful is He all my life, blessings day and night, countless reasons why I'll praise you anyway. Every promise kept, goodness every step, each and every breath, I will praise you everywhere because He is worthy of all our praise.